Hello ladies, this is Still Looking Good, the channel that reviews wigs for the mature woman. Today I'm coming to you for the new 2019 year with my best and worst wigs of 2018. But before I get started, if you're brand new to my channel, welcome. My channel focuses on, but is not exclusive to, reviewing wigs for the mature woman. So if you're 40 plus, 50 plus, even 60 plus, this is the place for you to be, because I'm going to be reviewing wigs, and I do review wigs for women in that age group. So just to get started, if you like the videos that you see in my list, and if you like what I'm doing and what I'm bringing to you, please subscribe, and you can even hit the notification bell if you like. But to subscribe, you do not have to hit the notification bell, and all subscribing does is to put me in your list on the left side of your YouTube page if you have one. And anytime you want to look at any of my videos, you'll see how many I have uploaded. So subscribing does not mean you're going to get spammed or getting any email. So I just want to let you know that. All it really does is show that you support me in what I'm doing in my channel. So let's get started. The first wig of 2018 that I think was a huge hit for women, that was the Bobbi Boss Lyna wig. And I'm going to show you a picture of that wig. When that wig first came out, it was sort of it was about maybe chin length, and it was more of a yaki texture as opposed to silky, and it was a middle part, just a straight short bob, as you can see. Now after that wig came out, people just went nuts. I mean, 2018, the summer of 2018 was the Lyna wig summer. And what happened is, after they released that particular wig, they started making a series of wigs. I think it was called Yara. A series of wigs called Yara, which sort of piggybacked on that whole Lyna phenomenon. The wigs were longer. They had a Lyna Sleek that was a little bit more silky as opposed to yaki, and I'll show you that too. They also had a Cleopatra type Lyna that had bangs. They had a slanted bob Lyna. They had a human hair Lyna. Anything that you could think of, they came up with, and they just milked that Lyna for all it was worth. But women loved that wig. So that, I would say, is probably the biggest wig of 2018, was that Lyna wig in all its forms. The second biggest wig to me actually is the one that I'm wearing. And this is the Valentino wig from Freetress Equal. Now what everyone loves about this wig is not only because the color patterns are so nice. It came in FF Coffee, it came in an FF Golden Brown, it came in this color, which is FF Cream, and it also came in some solid colors, and also I believe some ombres or tip colors. And what we really love about this wig is that the texture of the hair is fabulous. The color especially is really great. And I'm going to let you see actually a close-up. I'm going to show you, you should be seeing that now, a close-up of this hair. This particular wig has a lot of really nice colors in it. As you can see, it's sort of yellow, it's golden, it's brown, it's dark brown, it's almost kind of an auburn, orangish, even peachy kind of color. And it's just so beautiful, and it's really a good color mix. And all of the wigs in this line, all of the colors rather, are really beautiful. And I think that's the one thing that sold most of us on this Valentino wig. And it's also very soft, and it's sleek. And another thing that I wanted to mention about this wig, which was a big deal for most wig vloggers in 2018, was that this wig actually sits flat on your head. And what I mean by that is, usually up here, it can be really humpy. Some of the wigs that you see when you look at pictures on the web will show the hair kind of going up a little bit. Now that is what's called filler hair in there. And that was a no-no to a lot of vloggers this year as well as prior years. Because the filler hair, I think they put that in there because they thought that we wanted volume, but they really needed to find a better way to provide that volume. And I think they're listening to most of the vloggers now. But this particular wig did not have that humpiness, and that was another thing that most of us really loved about this Valentino wig. Another thing, another wig actually that was a big wig to me in 2018 was Models number 19. And I'm going to show you that wig there. That was another bob, but it also had bangs. And what I really liked about that number 19 wig is that the texture was really nice again. And I also love the color mix. And Model did a really good job with that particular wig. So that was one of my favorites for 2018. My other favorite, and I actually had to write all this down so I wouldn't forget. My other favorite this year was Friday Night Hair. Now this was the first year that I've had experienced Friday Night Hair, and most people know that Friday Night Hair usually comes with hard lace. The texture of the hair is phenomenal for a synthetic wig, phenomenal. And I'm going to show you a picture of one of the wigs. But the problem that I had with it, and most other people had with it too, was the hard lace. Now some women really like hard lace, and that's fine. But I don't like it because it's scratchy and it kind of messes up your edges. But they came up with a Swiss lace. And so now they're starting to make those beautifully textured wigs with Swiss lace, which is fabulous because again, that hard lace was not, I wasn't a really big fan of that hard lace, and a lot of people weren't either. So I'm looking forward to 2019, where Friday Night Hair comes up with the really nice wigs with the Swiss lace. The biggest wig for me for Friday Night Hair was GLS 148, and that's again the wig that I showed you a moment ago. That was a great wig. It was short. It kind of had a 50s inspired feeling to it, and a lot of people really liked that wig, and that was a big wig for 2018. Another wig for 2018 for me was Layton. That was another model wig. I really loved Layton. I think a lot of people slept on Layton because I didn't see a lot of reviews of it, but what a fabulous wig Layton is. I really love it. It's another middle part. It came with its own baby hair, which was fine, and it was just a really nice texture, and that's what I really liked about the Layton wig. Okay, I would say that the last wig of 2018 for me just came out recently. At least I think they came out recently, maybe in the last, maybe it wasn't in 2018, but I think most people really jumped on it in 2018. And that's the whole Cloud 9 series that Sensationelle is doing. They've got some really nice wigs that they just came out with recently that has a beautiful hairline. And that's a big thing for synthetic wigs because sometimes you'll get that line of demarcation, which is a little black piece that appears sometimes. If it doesn't have a lace front, it'll have a lace part, and it has that line of demarcation. A lot of companies are getting away from that, which is awesome because it makes our wigs look much more natural. And the Cloud 9 series actually is doing that. Beautiful lace front wigs. And if you're a fan of plucking out your own hair, in some of these situations, you don't have to do that. And again, the synthetic wigs that they're coming out with, some of them are actually providing them pre-plucked, which is awesome. Because that way we don't have to do a lot of work. Now, if you're into human hair wigs, that's different. In human hair wigs, you're going to be plucking hair out. And then there are some that come with it pre-plucked. I also like the Friday Night Hair hairline because their hairline usually looks very, very natural. And that's another reason why people love Friday Night Hair. And now, again, since they're going to Swiss lace, that's even going to be more fabulous. So those are pretty much my loves for 2018. Now let me tell you the wigs that I hated in 2018. My number one hated wig for 2018 was Uma by Sensationelle. It was one of those quick style wigs. Hated that wig because it was hard. I don't even know if I still have it. If I do, I'm going to show you a picture of it. But I hated Uma. She was a very short wig, as you can see. She had a lot of hair in the front. I think I saw Deanna Marguerite review her, and she cut it in the front. And I cut mine too when I got mine, but I hated the texture of that hair. Awful, awful wig. The other wig that I really hated in 2018 was Honey by Bobbi Boss. And I hated that wig because of the fact that the texture was real wiggy. I mean, it really looked like a wig. I'm talking about the wigs that your grandma used to wear years ago. It was a wiggy looking wig, and I was surprised when I purchased that wig that it actually looked that wiggy. Granted, it's something that you can throw on if you're going someplace, but honestly, that was not the wig. So Bobbi Boss really hopefully got that message with that particular wig. And I believe that Hearts and Cakes 90 also reviewed a Bobbi Boss wig that was wiggy that she rejected as well. So yeah, they didn't do so great with some of their wigs in 2018, but they really hit it on the mark with that Lyna wig. So that was pretty much it for me and my best and worst. And what I'm looking forward to this year is I'm looking forward to more synthetic wig companies coming out with these more natural looking wigs, the hair being more natural like this, the color being more natural, no line of demarcation, better lace fronts, more natural hairlines. I'm really, really excited about the kinds of things that I'm hearing about that are coming down the pike. And as soon as I can get my hands on some of those wigs, I will definitely be bringing them to you. Okay, so what's on tap for me for 2019? One of the first things that I want to tell you about it, and I mentioned this actually last year, is I'm going to be doing some machine wig making. I am a seamstress and I have been sewing for years, but I never really knew that you could even sew a wig on a machine. So I'm going to be making a machine wig probably in the next 2 weeks because I'm going to be off. So I got some hair that's not really expensive. I got some hair, I think it's Janet collection hair that I got. And I'm going to use that as my experimental hair because I wasn't going to spend a ton of money on hair. Just to experiment. So once I make that wig, I'm going to bring that to you. I'm going to show you the steps that I take to make that wig, and I'm going to show you what it's like to sew on a machine wig. So that's one of the things that I'm going to be bringing you this year. Also, I also wanted to mention to you that I'm going to be trying more colors. I've been pretty safe this year with browns and 1Bs and 2s and 4s. And maybe a couple of 430s, but I haven't really gotten into the blondes, and that's one of the reasons why I got this wig, because I wanted to try this wig in a color that I don't normally get. So I'm going to be trying some different color wigs, maybe even some 99Js, some burgundies, maybe a little bit more orange colors, not like really crazy orange, but there are a few colors that Bobbi Boss has in wigs. I think there's an 1140 and a 360 wig that I saw, really nice orangey kind of autumn colors that I'm going to try. So you'll be seeing that. And in addition to that, I'm going to be bringing you some gray wigs. Now I know that some of you older women, your hair is already gray. You don't mind it being gray, and hey, go for it. I'm going to be bringing you some wigs that are gray or charcoal or maybe a mixed color steel, because I not only want to see what I not only want to see what I look like in those wigs, but I want you to see what they look like before you purchase them. So I'm going to be bringing you some gray wigs this year as well. So that's about it. I just kind of wanted to come to you guys to not only show you this wig, but to talk to you again about the 2018 wigs that I loved and hated. And again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Thank you so much for supporting me. Like this video if you actually did like it. And as I always like to say, if you're going to show love to anyone today, please show it to the creator. I'm still looking good, and of course, so are you. See you next time.